What's good? Welcome to another edition of the First String Podcast with your guy Toothpick. Follow me on Twitter at Toothpick74. Follow First String Podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that notification button, like and subscribe to the channel for new content alerts. All right, so after soul-crushing defeat like we had in Buffalo, there's only one thing to do, and that is to go see the doctor. So let's bring him on in here right now. Let's bring in our guy, Doc Walker. How you doing, Doc?
I'm good. I mean, it was tough, obviously, witnessing the beatdown, but I didn't think they'd beat them. I was going to test their level and see where they were. And right now, we're 0 for 3 in terms of being a factor defensively. Teams have been solid, and offensively, you don't keep the ball long enough to develop a personality. You get quarterback change. So that was September, but we got one. I knew you had to get one. They got one. And now I'm calling this is code red. I don't like to go code red this early, but it would be devastating to lose to a team that's just as bad as we are and then start facing teams that are better than we are. Buffalo was better than we are. And so the reality is going to be it's all on the kids now. I'm not a guy that blames schemes.
Okay.
Players got to play outside the scheme. It's your career that's being ruined, not the coaches. They'll be fired and go somewhere else and be rehired the next day. But you won't be.
Right.
So you got to figure it out. And they're young. And that's the problem when you got to see captains at Cigna on a second-year player. That means your program is suffering.
Okay.
I mean, you're not supposed to come into the military, as you well know, as you served our country, and be a sergeant. You come in as a private.
That's right.
Okay. And so nobody puts medals on a private.
No, you got to earn
it. But we do it because we're desperate for success, and we are not disciplined enough to develop it the way it's got to be developed.
All right. So, Doc, that actually leads me to my first question. So after a devastating loss like this to Buffalo, what do you do to get your team headed in the right direction? Let them know, hey, we still got 14 of these things to go, right? What is it that the coaching staff is going to do for these guys to get them ready to face the Atlanta Falcons?
Well, I have no idea what they're going to do. I can suggest what I would do if I were in their position. That is, I would not do anything I've been doing for the last month.
Okay.
Because it's not working. They're not listening to you. So you're trying to be their friends. It's time to bring out the gorilla pimps. Now it's about either you do what I asked you to do, I'm putting your butt on the bench. Because I get the same results whether you're in or not.
Yep.
So now I'm putting pressure on people. I'm also going to alter what I do. And I'll give you one of my keys for the Fox pregame show this on Sunday morning at 7:30 on Fox 5 in D.C.
All right.
I'm going to say, whatever you've been doing, trash it. We need to be like Dallas used to be back in the day. I always respected this. They weren't very good. They blitz you every down.
Yeah.
They're not going to let you sit in your spot and rip them apart. So they dictated to the offense, no, you're playing at our pace. We need to do that.
Yeah.
Send 10 people. Make these people kill the quarterback. And you got a guy this week that's not a scrambler.
Nope.
He's more of a Statue of the Liberty kind of guy. No excuses this week. If Chase Young and them guys, if they continue to run upfield and get blocked, and you let them stay in the game, that's on the coaches.
Okay.
Son, develop a spin move. Develop something.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, so you're going to just do the same thing every play and not get there? That's on them. So they got to decide it, but they're young. I get it. They're young.
But that
they better grow up.
So far. Yeah, that only carries
they better
so
grow
far
up.
Because
I saw a young Dexter Manley. I saw a young Charles Mann. I've seen a young Ken Harvey. I've seen people young who are much better performers than what we've seen after 3 weeks. Now it's still early. They can correct everything. But this is the week you better get on your horse because you're playing a team mediocre as you are.
Yep.
So this is equal. But it ain't going to be equal in a few weeks.
Right.
Okay, straight up. If you think San Diego was tough, wait till you see Tampa, and wait till you see Kansas City, and wait till you see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Speaking of that right there, Doc, I have friends in Chicago. I got friends up in Milwaukee, and I was planning on going up and visiting. I'm thinking I should stay home for that game because I really don't want to sit there and see that torture after what we witnessed in Buffalo. If you thought Josh Allen did something to you, what do you expect? What do you expect Aaron Rodgers to do to you? Come on,
playing the master,
right?
Playing the master, and Devontae Adams.
Oh Lord,
my God! I know he's hoping we don't change anything because he might catch 20 balls in that game. So all I'm saying, I want my corners up. Yes. I want you to impress man. It make it difficult for them to beat you. We got long guys. Get your hands on them. Kid 29 is a good football player. They're killing him in the slot.
Yes.
It's just like nothing's working because they were all thinking that they were going to get pressure. They don't have pressure.
That ain't happening. That's not happening.
Yeah, but they may get it. They may get it. It ain't over. It's still young. But from what I've seen so far, makes me throw up in my mouth.
Yeah. So Doc, we're talking about this defense. So I would like to highlight a positive. Okay. Deron Payne and John Allen have been playing. John Allen showed up at New York. Deron Payne played out of his mind versus Buffalo. We got to get all four of these guys on the same page. But these two studs in the middle, right? We minus Ioannidis, who I, just like you, believe is probably our most
he's the best.
He's the best. He's ox strong. You know what I mean?
Because he'd have gotten to sack. I think John's been playing well. The guys been playing well inside, but they don't get results for it.
Right.
So I don't know how you're judging that. They're 4 zeros to me because ain't nobody got to the quarterback.
Right.
Beating your guy up, you don't get no points for that. You got to get to the quarterback until they stop the run. So people have gashed them and they haven't gotten to the quarterback. So I don't know what film you're looking at, but I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody bust a great until the team wins.
Mm-hmm.
The unit has got to perform better. Love John's effort and love Payne's effort, but the results. They stink. The result stinks.
And you got to keep these guys motivated to do what they do, right, John?
No, I don't. They check should motivate them.
This
check motivates them. Yeah, I'm not. This ain't high school or college. They're getting paid. I love their effort. I love all of their effort. The ends they give you unbelievable effort, but they need to improve their techniques and they got to get better results. Now I love them to death. But if I was my kids playing, I'm evaluating it based on what my eyes don't lie.
Right.
My brain does, but not my eyes.
And they're not giving you anything. I got you, Doc.
They're not giving me no. They're giving me great effort.
Right.
They got poor results.
Okay.
If your kid studies his butt off but flunks the test, flunk the test.
Right.
I'd rather you not study and go in and give me a B on the test.
Okay, just to try something different. Try something
different.
Do not study. Do not open a book.
Not working.
Right.
It's not working. Okay, so fix it. Aaron Donald. See, I watched Aaron Donald.
Oh Lord.
See, I've seen people play inside. Did you watch Vita Veda?
Yes.
Yes. We ain't got nobody does that. All right, so let's keep it real. There are people performing at unbelievable levels. We got a great effort. I think John Allen has played his butt off. I agree with you on that. I got to see Payne he got to get there more. He got to give me better results, but he's busting his butt. He's playing hard as possible. They got to get results. And they got a guy, Statue of Liberty quarterback this week. He's going to be standing there. They might eat him alive. They might be doing this the whole day.
Somebody got to get fat off of some
Somebody got to get fat.
We got nothing right now.
But so this is code red for me.
So one thing we did see this week was the removal of a linebacker, and we all know it. I kept asking the question, if that linebacker's in the game to get people in position, but he stays constantly out of position and is getting beat, get him off the field. Let somebody else call the signals. Put the mic in somebody else's helmet. So We already know that happened. This is our fourth game. This is where we start to reevaluate things. This is that first quarter of the season gone, right? Um, we, I don't think we wait till after this game to reevaluate. You got to reevaluate after game 3, and then and add it up.
Well,
like
they're moving forward, but they're not making any changes. What they got to do is get better results.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. It's going to be 4 weeks. It's, I take it month by month. And everybody talks about the first game was the first preseason. It was like the first 4 They chose that.
Yep.
They chose not to play people in the third game. That's their decision.
Yeah.
I think it's backfired. You got Davis, a rookie linebacker, and you don't play a rookie in a preseason game? I think that is bizarre. They chose it. It didn't work. Okay. All right. Nothing you can do about it. I said it at the time. I didn't like it. Football players need to play football, tackle football, especially my defensive guys, because they don't tackle in practice. So now you got a game opportunity for them to tackle. You don't play them. Okay. How'd that work out so far? How's it working?
It didn't work great. It didn't work great. We see
not
the results,
too good.
Right? Yeah.
Not too good.
So, Doc, how do we fix Kendall? How do we fix Kendall Fuller?
He probably lost some confidence. But he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to forget about the pass rush and just cover guys as if it's life or death. And if he's got to get a PI, get the PI, but he's got to be aggressive. If you're going to sit back and let people catch underneath, I don't believe in that.
Right.
No, I'm thinking you got to challenge people. And he's a talented player. We'll see. Maybe they'll switch some things up. That's what they get paid to do.
Now, listen up, Doc. I listen to you. I appreciate your mentorship and teaching me this next level of this game. These Falcons are coming in with confidence. They just beat the same New York Giants that we beat, and a lot of people knew that was going to happen, right? What is it that we do? Hey, Drew, what's happening? My guy Drew just dropped in on us. What is it that we do to go down and stop those guys' confidence so we can start stacking the win? We got to get the first one. You got to get the first one before you can get the second one.
Well, the one thing we do, if we win the coin toss, please take the ball. We kick off and the team runs the ball and stubs it right down our throat.
Yeah,
it's 3 weeks in a row. So let's first of all, let's get the ball. And let's sustain the drive. And let's hope that Heineke can create some things. And he can't turn the ball over 2 times every game. He's got to continue to get better. We got to protect him a little bit better. And you're playing a team that's not as good as Buffalo, but they think they're better than we are.
There you go.
All the team needs is confidence. They're looking at us like, oh, my God, we get Washington. So they're going to be fat and hungry. And they've got a kid at tight end that everybody's raving about, and we notoriously have been horrendous against tight ends. That's got to change. We got to get our hands on this kid at the line of scrimmage and jack him up. And so, Del Rio and company, they have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So, Doc, let's look at this offensive side of the ball real quick, okay? So, just like you said, one of the keys to this game is going to be Heineke not creating any turnovers for himself and putting himself behind the chains and things like that. Peyton Manning said, take the profit, right? If it's a check down, take the profit, right? You started off, you remind us a lot of times that with that Joe Gibbs team, y'all started off 0-5, so we know it's correctable, right?
Yeah.
Would our thing this week be to run the ball at Atlanta? Let's keep their offense off the side of to the side of the field, run that ball, take the profit when we got to pass, put ourselves in third and manageable on offense, and then when we get Terry to work, we go work. Once we see we can get him one-on-one. What do you think, Doc? How do you think we handle this week?
Well, I don't know what Coach Turner will do. I don't think he's going to pound the ball. He's not a ground and pound guy.
No.
It's not his philosophy. So he'll swing it out. Everything is horizontal. I like things vertical.
Right.
I want to get Terry. I want to get 17 and 82 in the game plan immediately. I want to get 80, 89. I want to get Cam going. I'm not waiting on the rookie.
Yeah, he changed his number to 11.
Well, 11, whatever.
Yeah,
That's the other thing I would have never allowed. The hell y'all changing number? You ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? And everybody worried about a number. Your number's 0. You should give them all zeros. Go out and make a play. And I like Cam a lot. He
right.
needs to be featured more. We're wasting time. We're wasting time. I ain't got time. You got a guy, a receiver, ain't played a game yet. And everybody's talking about he's not even played a game. I ain't waiting on no receivers, man. Go out there and let's pound this thing. You got a hell of a back. For some reason you don't want to give him the ball. That's on you.
Yeah. The undrafted, speaking of running backs, the undrafted free agent, the local kid, Patterson, hasn't been in.
Love him.
Oh my goodness. I think the difference between him and Gibson is first off, he's a natural running back. Gibson's converted running back. He hits that hole hard. He hits that thing full speed. Why haven't we gotten this kid into the game? I know you're going to tell me you don't know, Doc, but
I don't know. Why you asking?
Doc, come on.
I have no communication with him. I'm not in the I have nothing to do with him. I have no idea. That's something you should be calling them about. I know this. It's not whatever they're doing. It's not working.
Right.
Okay. And I love their back, but I like Patterson's a running back.
Right.
They're into conversions. Apparently, there must have been a sweepstake award at the end of some kind of deal where if you can convert a guy from wide receiver to running back, you get $1 million. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. I'll say this: the people they put on that field, they can play. He can play. Both the backs are very good.
Yeah.
Pardon me. They don't get a rhythm. How do you get a rhythm?
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe it's the pass pro because they say running backs don't get on the field unless they know how to pass, or unless they step up in that pass protection game.
We've seen some of that not be good.
Right.
But not with Gibson. Pardon me. Gibbs good. I like him. I like the team. I'm not crazy about the schemes, but I'm not a coach. So I'm on a microphone.
Yep.
Maybe they're right and I'm wrong. So far, I'm right.
Right.
I want to be wrong.
I feel you. I understand that, Doc. I understand that. I always thought it was crazy how we have a number one wide receiver and we minimize their touches. I thought the object of this game was to put your best players on the field, give them the ball, let them go to work, right? Green Bay does it. No.
Let me correct you. Green Bay does it with Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to do it with a kid that's played in 3 games. If they bracket or double Terry, we got to get to 82, or to me, get 11 going. We got other options.
Yep.
But 4 has got to be confident in that. We may have to move. I'd have Terry in the back. I'd Terry all over the place.
Yes.
Get the ball in his hands. But if the defense is willing to commit 2 to him, if the other guys don't win, then we got the wrong guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always thinking that they need double-digit targets. For the last couple of weeks, it's been my key to the game. We saw it versus New York. New York is a solid defense, right?
Yeah.
We saw that versus New York, but we also saw Terry make plays, given the opportunities to come to him. Logan that week had 8 targets. He made plays. I don't understand why you're not, going back at it. I know getting behind in Buffalo is, it ruins the game plan. But just like you said, we have to take that ball. If we win the coin toss, go down that field and sustain a drive and put 7 on them instead of it being the other way around. Doc, special teams, we're not too bad, but this guy, Matty Ice, is pretty special too, right? Now, he is a statue. This week, do we see more DN stunts? Do we see corner blitzes to get him off his spot, press, things of that nature? Those are the things we got to dial up, right? Well,
that's what I said. Yeah, that's what one of my keys. That's exactly what I said. We have to do something we haven't done so far because what we're doing doesn't work.
Right.
Now with this personnel group.
You remember that Raiders game plan when John Allen, I think it was John Allen's rookie year, that Raiders game plan. That's what we need to see. That's what you're referring to, them press corners, sitting on them quick routes, the blitz beaters and things like that. I'm right with you, Doc. I'm right with you. Our special teams so far has been spectacular. Probably our best of the 3 units, right? Everybody was worried about our kicker, Sugarfoots Hopkins, as he's been coined around here. He's performed pretty well. Do you think this is a kicking battle? I don't think it's going to be a shootout. Do you think that Hopkins is going to come through for us again, Doc?
Yeah, I trust him. I mean, I trust him. I love our return guy. We punt the hell out of the ball. We cover well. Those units are solid. But you're not going to – I mean, they're doing their job. We got to get more production. We need to hold on the ball longer offensively.
Yes, sir.
And we need to get off the field on defense. How about a 3 and out? Does everybody get an 8, 9, 10 play drive against you? It's not going to work.
Pitch and catch. Pitch and catch doesn't work.
Not going to work. We look like we're in 7-on-7 against elite quarterbacks. This kid's elite that we're playing. Every week, for the most part, unless you're dealing with the Jets, Carolina, all the teams that are getting new quarterbacks. But if you run against a veteran, you got to have a plan for him. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day.
So some of the stuff that I've seen, Doc, is that in these zones that we've been playing here lately, there's too much cushion, right? It's too much cushion. It's letting them play pitch and catch. And then I see other teams play zone, and they're matching their zones. Why is it that we have so much miscommunication in that secondary?
I don't know. That's a question for Del Rio. No idea. They're not playing like they have a high IQ at all. Yeah. I'm not a coach. I'm an observer. I'm an analyst.
Right.
And what I'm saying is that what they're trying doesn't work. And if they stay stuck with it, then you keep losing. If they decide to get creative and change it. The old Cowboy game teams, when they weren't the very best on defense, they never allowed you to get comfortable. They just blitz you to death. And I think that is the way you have to grow your team. If you give me that front four, the one thing our linebackers can do is run. They don't tackle very well. They don't fill holes very well, but they can run. Well, blitz them.
Get them up there. Double A gap, single gap.
Just try it. Just try it. What do you got to lose other than the game?
I think they're in my opinion, it's like they're too afraid to get beat over the top. Well, that happened. Playing your soft zone. We saw that versus New York where my guy just drops the ball, right? He just drops the ball. It happens. Let it go. Forget about it. Move on. Come back at him, right? But as long as you get these guys these clean pockets, you're not getting home, you're going to have the same results, pitch, catch.
Yeah, it's just, look, toothpick. Dallas was garbage last year on defense.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of the fraudulent coach. They brought in a guy that knows what he's doing. They got 2 rookies. And all of a sudden, they played the world champions toe-to-toe. They played San Diego toe-to-toe. Mm-hmm. They could have lost, but they didn't. They destroyed people within their division. Again, they always do. They're that easy 11-1 in the division. But it don't mean squat because they can't beat anybody else that's good. But this year, they may break that.
Right.
Because their best pass rusher is on IR.
Yeah.
They got a rookie in there raising all kind of cane. Rookie corners raising all kind of cane. I mean, proof's in the pudding. I mean, this is not that complicated. Okay. No. And so, we can't talk our way into this. Players play better. Coaches need to coach better. And that's why I say this is code red. Mm-hmm. Can't talk your way out of this. This is pivotal. Or it could start to get ugly.
Oh yeah. Well, let's hope that it doesn't turn ugly. And this week we actually fix ourselves, get a little confidence, get a little swagger about ourselves. But the thing is, this team cannot go down there saying this is an automatic win, right? You have to go earn it, just like any given Sunday in the NFL, right?
Atlanta may think it's an automatic win. I'll tell you what, they better keep their behind out the Magic Kingdom. Ooh. No lemon chicken wings, lemon pepper chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Let it go.
Right.
We need to be focused.
This is a business.
I know that Road Warrior, Rally Captain, the Hogs, Hog Farmers, everybody gonna be down there. People calling, where you gonna be? Where you gonna be? I ain't gonna be there. But I tell you what, you need to keep your behind in the rooms and the meetings and get ready to go to the game and perform, because we need every man possible to pull this off.
Yeah, we need bed check. We need curfew.
We need curfew.
We need hall monitors, Doc.
I
We
wouldn't
need
even take
hall
him
monitors.
down there. I'd take him down there Saturday. I'm telling you, it's Saturday night. I'd fly you in and go right to bed check. I'm telling you, it worries me. See, New Orleans and Miami, LA, and really Chicago, the point spread should be always altered, because you didn't factor in what time you guys actually go to sleep. They go to sleep later in those cities than any cities in the world. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah. So, oh, Doc, you got us thinking. You got me thinking now. You got me thinking because everybody knows the traps in Atlanta, right? Hey, the 12th woman is no joke. You got
Atlanta's fun. Atlanta, man, it's fun for a reason.
yeah. So they that's a good point, Doc. You gotta get them in there, bed check them, hall monitor them, business trip.
And COVID. See, the other thing about it is that anywhere I go, especially the South, man, you got to be careful, because whether or not people respect COVID protocols or whatever, we don't want to lose players.
Right.
And we already started off stuck on stupid with COVID. Now we kind of turned the corner, and they're doing a really good job. All kidding aside, anybody would even think about going to any place that wasn't open air and contained, for what? See something you've seen a million times?
Right.
It's selfishness.
Right.
But we'll find out what their leadership is about. We'll see.
Yeah. Doc, you bring me to a closing question right here. And I appreciate your time. You know me. What did you give me your prediction for the game? Give me your prediction for the game, please.
Well, I don't have any reason to think we're going to win. I'm hoping that we win, but they got to. I mean, I don't know how we're going to stop them. We haven't stopped anybody,
right?
And so we don't score points. So no, I think a home team, Atlanta, should win the game, unless we decide to play. What would make me? I don't have no indicators to tell me we're going to do that.
Right.
So I mean, I don't. That's why I wouldn't wager on it. But if I did, and you have who you think will win, I think Atlanta will win. Maybe hopefully they'll prove me wrong.
Yeah.
But what basis would I pick Washington? Under what basis?
Exactly.
I have no basis to do it.
We don't even have excuses of injuries, because we're a healthy team.
I did it last week. And who do you think will win? Buffalo, big. I hope there's a difference. The only way, but here's how we could win. The quarterback can get hurt. One of their key people get hurt. Then you got a chance to win. As it stands right now, you haven't shown me that you have enough dog in you.
Right
now. You still being excited, being patted on the back for being 7-9 a year ago. Man, way to go. Right. Nobody fears you. Nobody fears you. Nobody. They got to make that change. They got to get people to fear them again.
Right.
Like they did in the preseason, because they putting that pressure on them. They can win. They can win a lot of games. But question is, when will the light get cut on?
Well, let's hope that this Sunday, 1:00, in Atlanta, down in the home of Martin Luther King, the Washington football team goes down on a straight business trip and gets in the bed on time, takes a sense of pride in what they do, and please pack the defense for stops, not for 11 and 13 play drives. Doc, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time. Tell everybody where they could catch you at, please.
Well, Toothpick, you're a member of the team, man. Yeah, Patreon team. And this is how we roll it out. This is what we do. We don't have a cheerleader show. And we're not haters. I'm not a hater. I would love these guys to go to the Super Bowl. But I'd be disingenuous to you if I even mentioned it, because right now they haven't proven to be worthy of it. They got plenty of time.
Right.
They have the ingredients. They got all the components. They got the coaches. They got everything. They're just not playing well. And that's on them. Until somebody comes and rejects their check, if you're taking those checks, then I expect more. And I don't have to be mean or cruel to do that. It's what I expect because you accepting the checks, and I expect you to play up to it. That's all I'm saying. I get it.
Yep. Well, thank everyone for joining us today on First String Podcast. And like I said at the beginning, after a bad defeat like we suffered on Sunday, there's only one thing to get us right. That's a stop into the dock. So thank you very much. We get in, we get out. We call it an OG classic. Thanks, Doc. Catch y'all next time.
Peace.